Hello folks, hope you're doing well. Just a quick video hopefully. Yeah. Basically this video is going to be talking about well, not really directly but sort of directly but indirectly sort of thing. The two people who are disappointing me the most over this past year. Yeah. We're certainly talking about from a year ago, yes. Well, my understanding of a certain Mrs. B a year ago. We'll put it this way. Let's go back and fill in a bit of detail first. Yes. First met her on the 19th of September 2021. Second time of going to the Albion Community Church of God, and she came and stood next to me because she was saying hello and they were practicing the worship. Couldn't hear, so she come and stood next to me. And yeah, as I've said, she sort of appeared to me as if she'd been in the presence of God. She had that sheen about her, that glow about her. I had the impression she was, by her behaviour, by her excitement, everything about her, that she was probably about 23. I thought she was no older than that. She could have been younger. That's what I thought on the day. So, yeah. From that, I had no idea. There was no way, shape or form of me understanding that she was married. I'm pretty sure I would have looked at her hand to see if there was a ring, and there wasn't. I didn't see one. Well, the reason why I imagine I would have looked is because if a young lady comes and stands next to you, and she certainly seems to be a beautiful person, and she's impressing you about who she is as a character, then you would look. If you're single, you would look. You've been trusting God for a wife for a long time, you would look. And so I imagine I looked. For some reason, I got the impression she wasn't married. And so, yeah, it was after the second time in LL, God said, "You're ready." I thought that's what it meant that I was ready for. And I recognised at that point that basically she is pretty much spot on. The person I've written about 10 or so years earlier, when I've been speaking to God about, am I going to get married in the future, and who is my wife going to be, what sort of person is she going to be, and when I wrote down, and here I was, or here I had been a few days earlier, with this woman standing next to me. Yeah. Well, when I found out she was married, I did videos talking about that possibility. That I met my wife. I didn't use her by her name. I used the name Vehicle because of her first name. And yeah. At one point I did speak to the pastor. When I found out that she was married, or possibly married, I spoke to the pastor and said, there's potentially a problem there. I believe this woman was supposed to be my wife. Now I found out she's married. Oh dear, not good. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have told her. Now, should he have done so? No. I mean, that's a sackable offence immediately in a church. It should be. And when I didn't need evidence to know whether this man was a man of God, or whether God wanted him there. I knew God didn't want him there because he was completely useless as a teacher. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that he told her. Because then, towards me, she started being very sort of bizarre. Yeah. So anyway, that was that. I then started seeing her nature, as in who she really is. And it's like, oh my God. This person who was the shining, beauty is not that. Okay. Radio. I still stood on that fact that I believed that God was saying that she was my wife and we're going to get married on a certain day. I still stood on that because I felt God was telling me that, so I stood on it. Even though it looked bad, very bad. But okay. Yeah, but then Sunday, just Sunday gone, I went for a walk because really at the moment going for a walk in woods like that is not a good idea. It's better to take a walk down roads and stuff like that. You get it's a far drier walk because all these paths are going to be really messy right now. So it's like, right, forget that. And to get to that one, you've got to go for a main road. And basically, because they're doing building works, they've had traffic lights there, a traffic light system in that road for about the last 3 months. And it's still there, so I can't be bothered. So I just walk down there and walk back up in the mornings. So, of course, I wake up, then have a breakfast and kip again. When I wake up and I've had a cup of tea, then I'm energized, so I go for a walk at that time. That's around lunchtime. So as I was coming back on a certain way, cutting out some of the main road but not all of it. And when I come back to the main road, I was opposite the Elgin Community Church and waiting to cross. When I eventually was able to cross, Mrs. B came out with another member of the church. As I was walking along that side where the church is, they've got a wall there, but as I was walking next to the wall, she hid behind a car. And yeah, I just said to God, I never realised I had so much power. Yeah, and I'd already spoken many times just about the fact that, yeah, from a year ago, her being elevated so high in my understanding as to who she was as a person, and now realising that I wouldn't want anyone like that in my life, in any way, shape or form. Anyone who deals with things in that way, who shows so much immaturity, not interested. So basically, why is she hiding? I'm the one who should be hiding from her. Because she offers me nothing. She has got nothing of God in her at all. Nothing of God at all. She's getting further and further and further away from God all the time. So therefore, yeah, why would I want her in my life at all? As a friend, as an acquaintance, as even, yeah, to see as a Christian sister. Why would I want that? I wouldn't. Not in any way, shape or form. I would run away from that sort of person. Because that person is, yeah, I don't see any joy about having anyone like that, anyone at all, whether it's her or anyone else, but anyone like that in my life. Not at all. I mean, churchy people, I've got no interest in them, but people who can't handle confrontation or can't handle difficult situations, that they revert to it according to the worst of the world, cancel culture and all that sort of crap. No, I have no interest in that at all. So yeah, actually this video is just going to be about this. Next video I will do about the other person, and the other person being the pastor of the River Church. It's the second biggest disappointment. Well, only because of what other people said about him. Not because necessarily who he is, so I'll do that in another video. Yeah. But as I say, I mean, yeah. She hid basically behind the side of a car. So I couldn't see her or she couldn't see me. And it's like, wow, okay. Yeah. As if you feel that you have anything to offer. Yeah. No. And look, first of all, one thing I will acknowledge is, have I been a disappointment to them? Yeah, quite likely. Yeah. But as I say, I don't care. Yeah, I've made the offer to speak to people and to sort things out, but if they don't want to do that, then that's up to them. I've tried. Anyway, you take care. God bless. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.